Sure. So I graduated in '03 and took the bar right away, and passed, thankfully, on my first attempt. I don't know what I would have done if I hadn't. I don't know if I had it in me to take it again. But I graduated around the time where the economy was tanking. It wasn't doing so great. And so there were big firms, like I think Line & Line back then and a bunch of other ones, tech industry firms that were going under left and right. And so, you know, my graduating class, were having to compete with these, you know, seasoned, tenure-out attorneys for these jobs, you know, and it was a really, really tough market. And I remember back then, you know, workers' comp was deemed sort of the bottom of the totem pole, like, oh, you don't want to do that, it's administrative law, I don't know. And so, you know, I really wanted to get a civil gig because that's what we were told in law school, like, you know, workers' comp's the bottom of the totem pole, you don't do that, try to get a job in civil litigation. And so I interviewed and I got an opportunity in Orange County at a mid-sized firm doing civil lit. But right around that time, I was planning my wedding, and my wedding was like 6 months around the corner. And I thought to myself, if I move to OC right now for this job, this wedding is not going to happen. Like, there's no way, you know, the kinds of hours that it demanded and the commute or the move. And so, you know, I said, what the hell, I'll give it, I want to try this workers' comp job. They advertise this work-life balance. The pay is really, really competitive for the way the market is right now, and I'll just give it a shot. So I started my legal career in a workers' comp defense firm doing workers' comp insurance defense, right? And I was there for about 2 years, and that's where I gained my experience initially. And I loved the field. My limited exposure to civil, I felt, you know, workers' comp was a lot more civil and cordial. It wasn't as cutthroat as my experience in civil lit. Workers' comp is sort of an administrative carve-out, right? And so the deadlines are different. The formality is a little more relaxed, so it's not as formal as the courts are in civil litigation. It's just, everything's a little more laid back, and I don't know, I kind of appreciate that. It takes the stress level down a notch.